I want to start this whole thing off with a question.
So think about this. When was the last time you did something just because you wanted to? You know, no expected outcome, no comparison to anyone else, no score to beat, just because. It's a hard question to answer, isn't it? I mean, think about your typical day. You wake up, you already feel late, you're already behind. It's like the race started without you. But here's the really strange part. Nobody ever told us we were in a race. And yet, we are exhausted. So let's talk about this quiet pressure. See, it doesn't scream at you. It whispers. It's those little whisperers, right? You could be doing more. You really should be better by now. Look, they're way ahead of you. It's not some evil, loud voice. It's just always there, constant. So what do? You scroll, right? And you see someone's perfect career. Then someone's perfect body. And then someone's perfect life. It's all just better angles, better timing, better results. And before you know it, your own life starts to feel like a scoreboard. But you didn't sign up for this, did you? No one explained the rules. No one even showed you the finish line. But still, you feel like you're being judged by the numbers, by the likes, the views, the little progress bars everywhere. So when did just living start to feel like a performance? At first, it all seemed so helpful. All this tracking, ranking, measuring, it sounded perfectly reasonable. The logic was simple. If we can measure it, then we can improve it. Makes sense, right? And so we did. We started by measuring work, okay. Then it became about productivity. Then our attention spans. Then our happiness. We even started measuring our rest, with sleep scores, step counts, heart rates. And just like that, slowly, our entire lives got turned into data. And it's not that it's bad data, it's just endless. And this creates something called the ranking effect. See, once something is measured, well, it can be compared. And once it's compared, it can be ranked. And once it's ranked, you've automatically got winners and you've got losers. Okay, and this is where it starts to get a little uncomfortable. Because this idea of competition, it didn't stay where it belongs. It escaped. It broke out of sports and exams and games, and it leaked into everything, into our friendships, our relationships, parenting, even our own sense of self-worth. We don't really just live anymore, do we? We optimize. I mean, really think about it. We've stopped asking, am I okay? Now we ask, am I doing enough? We don't ask, do I enjoy this? Instead, it's, is this worth it? And worth what, exactly? Worthy of comparison. So that leads to the question, who is our invisible opponent? Who are we actually competing against? Well, it's not just one person. The truth is, you're competing with everyone, all the time. You're competing with past versions of yourself and with idealized future versions of other people. Your opponent is this invisible crowd that literally never sleeps. And here's the really cruel part of the game. The opponent is always changing. Just when you think you're catching up, the bar moves. It goes higher, faster. It always demands more. So what do? You run. But you're not running toward joy. You're running away from the feeling of falling behind. And let's be honest, that's not really ambition. That's just fear wearing a business suit. I'm sure you know this feeling. You finally achieve something. And for a split second, it feels good. But then, almost immediately, that voice kicks in. Okay, what's next? There's no real celebration, no moment of stillness. Just the pressure starts all over again. And that's because in a life that's framed as a competition, rest starts to feel irresponsible. Silence feels like you're losing ground. Doing absolutely nothing feels dangerous. And in the process, we lost some really important things. We lost slowness. We lost play. We lost the joy of doing things badly just for the fun of it. We completely forgot that life was never ever meant to be won. Think about it. There is no podium at the end. There's no final score. There is no global ranking of human worth. And yet, we act like there is every single day. So I want to ask you something. Not in a loud way, not dramatically, just honestly.
What if your life is not a competition?
What if you're not actually behind? And what if no one is even counting? Really, what would change for you? How would you move through your day? How would you rest? Who is that one person you would finally stop comparing yourself to? Now, you don't have to quit your job or run off and escape society. That's not the point. The point is just to notice. To notice that not every single moment has to be productive. To notice that not every choice you make has to be optimized. And to notice that not every life has to be impressive. Some lives just need to be lived, quietly, imperfectly, honestly. And maybe that's not losing at all. Look, if any of this felt familiar, you're definitely not alone. And if it felt a little uncomfortable, that's okay too, because sometimes that feeling, that's exactly where clarity begins.